WoW Classic Exploration Part 15, Elwyn Falls. To get into Elwyn Falls, we're going to begin in Dracodar in the southwestern corner of the Burning Steppes. We're going to do a little bit of interesting jumping, as you're going to watch here in the clip, and you essentially need an epic mount to make that jump I just showed you. But once you can make that one little hop, you're going to essentially be home free to explore the area above the Elwyn Falls and the little traverse pass that we're going to see in a second with the dwarves battling elite dragons that you normally only get to see from the air. Now, getting there from here is essentially what you're seeing in the clip. You know, you're just doing some mountain ridge walking up along the unfinished terrain on the top of these mountains. You can explore some other directions from here and get to like the other side of Elwyn Forest and stuff, but I'm not going to go over that in the footage. You can explore that if you wish. There's nothing really too interesting. You can't get to any real out of the way places. But so here we're going to just go around the side of this mountain and jump down to say hi to those dwarves. This is one of the areas where you kind of need like a pally bubble or a slow fall or something. It can be a really serious drop to get down here. And we've got these NPC dwarves that are hunting those dragons that just continually respawn over and over. You can't interact with them at all. You're not ever normally intended to be here. You just see this as background ambience, from the air. These black drakes that continually respawn are elite mobs. And I kill one here, just so you can see. They don't drop any loot. So, unfortunately, there's nothing you can really get from coming up here and killing these. There's no point in farming them or anything. They don't have any loot table. There's no sparkles after you kill them. So from here, we just kind of proceed to the southwest a little bit, and we're going to cross over into Elwyn Forest and be able to get into the little river area and the fishing camp above the Elwyn waterfalls. And there you just see a guy went flying by. If you hang out here, you can occasionally see people fly by and like wave to them, and I don't know, maybe they'd notice you, but probably not. So the way I got in, I kind of went around the backside here and checked out this little path. I had hoped when I first came here there was going to be an easier way down, but there's really not. In the end, I just sort of jumped off the ledge. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this little campsite. Now, there's no NPC here. There's nothing to interact with except a very interesting school of fish. This school of fish continually respawns on a very short respawn timer in the same place over and over again. It's there as scenery, not as like something you're normally intended to ever cast a fishing line into. So what can you fish up inside of this mysterious school of fish? Peace bloom. Yeah. I fished up an entire stack of peace bloom out of this little fishing pool before it like despawned. After about 30 seconds it came back and I was able to fish up some more peace bloom. If you cast out into this lake, you're mostly going to get raw, brilliant small fish, just level 1 trash fish. But for whatever reason, this fishing pool lets you fish up peace bloom herbs. So, yep, that's a weird thing. But aside that, there's not really anything to see here in the campsite. Moving on, we're going to explore up the riverbanks a little bit. There is a little bit more, finished terrain you can see. They've got some trees and whatnot that are rendered and finished and placed into the terrain. Again, you're not ever really intended to be here, only to see this area from the air as you fly past on the Flightmaster. You can't really get to any other interesting areas like by going up the end of this river. It's blocked off. And as far as I've seen being up here a couple of times, there aren't any other additional schools of fish. There is another kind of abandoned campsite down the path a little bit. We're going to get to in a minute. But beside from that, there's not really a whole lot else to see here. So I'm going to speed the footage up a little bit. And as usual, thanks for watching.